The Christ consciousness, it doesn't represent no religion. It's a state of awareness that is universal, that is togetherness, that is oneness. It has been dumbed down in religion to focus on one individual. Well, that's not in the plans of that one individual. That one individual himself had to gain the Christ consciousness. It's a consciousness that is a higher level of awareness. It is a connection. It is an activation. It is the pursuit to ascension. It is advanced civilization's way of being. It is not coming from one solo individual, but millions and zillions of individuals together. There's no number that can be put on Christ consciousness once one achieves it. And it gets to a point where it's not even labeled. It's just a way of being, of a higher advancement, higher way of thinking, that super consciousness. On this level, it's been put into factions, and it's been labeled the wrong way of how to achieve it. They keep you from the ascension and give you a false ascension in factions that people try to perceive this Christ consciousness between one being saved. Christ consciousness, once one achieves it, that individual has become connected to infinite source, to the entire existence. That individual doesn't look for a savior. That individual doesn't look for guidance and help. That individual is connected with nature. That individual knows exactly what to do in order to survive in a being, in a physical form, an expression. It knows the ins and outs about what it is that individual must do. It knows individual's information and intelligence that this individual has gained during their lifetime. It knows its true lifetime of existence and its plan of that individual coming to this location to express that plan. It's many individuals that are put here to express a plan, but it's been sabotaged by the false Christ consciousness. They're putting you into a situation where you will become handicapped, metaphorically. Doesn't know how to conduct itself. Doesn't know how to represent itself. So you look for something on the outside. You look for a way in what you think is righteousness. So you follow in something that is not in accords with the rhythm of nature, but is in accords with the rhythm of control. It takes one out of itself, one out of its power, and its power has been given to whatever it is that individual is standing for. The whole entire system is designed and properly guided to keep individuals in the false Christ consciousness. It's been affected from spiritually, mentally, and physically. They all are poison to keep one individual from gaining the Christ consciousness. And the truth of the Christ consciousness has put individuals thinking that something's wrong. Something's contaminated. It's a quarantine zone to want to achieve one's self-power. The truth of the Christ consciousness that has been sabotaged for 2,000 years, at that one individual that represents the true Christ consciousness. The teachings of that individual has been sabotaged for power and control. They keep you from yourself. They keep you from ascending into a higher dimension, to a higher reality that operates from the Christ consciousness. One gains access internally. They give you hints and clues in the Bible. Say, man, Yahshua, Jesus was trying to tell you how to gain this consciousness. In a silent, still moment, one can achieve the kingdom of heaven. If the eye is single and healthy, the whole body is healthy. If the eye is contaminated, then the whole body is filled with darkness. If your pineal gland is active, the whole body can perceive Christ consciousness. The whole body can perceive the light codes. The whole body can perceive the activation, the proper activation for one to gain access to the Christ consciousness. It said this eye is contaminated. It's chemicalized, sterilized. It's poisoned. You are perceiving Christ consciousness with your physical eyes. You are perceiving Christ consciousness with your ego. You are perceiving Christ consciousness with the wrong set of awareness. Not the correct awareness that comes from the soul, that houses the Christ consciousness inside of your vehicle. The truth that individuals were told to stay away from that direction. That individuals were told to stay in the quarantine zone. Don't escape the quarantine zone. What does that mean? A certain way of thinking, a certain way of being, a certain knowledge, or the lack of knowledge of self. And to have the knowledge of someone else, the false information and knowledge of that someone else, to keep you in the eye contaminated, spiritually contaminated, for one having a true awakening, for one having a true ability to save itself. You don't look for anybody else to save you. You have the power to save yourself upon your connection with the internal moment of the galaxy. Is always there and is always in position to give you your rightful power that you have within your soul. Can you gain the access of it? Can you shake the falsehood teachings, the contaminated teachings, the teachings that keep your spiritual eyes closed, the teachings that keep your spiritual body completely filthy of chemicals and the power of the parasite that causes elements inside the body to the point where you can't heal it and the body just gets taken out? There's always another way to find the truth, but you cannot become contained in somebody else's backyard when you forgot how to take care of your own backyard. You must learn the path of your own in order to one can gain the access to the Creator. It's in the wrong direction that you are perceiving it. Enjoy the rest of your day.